So first and foremost, I hope you're all staying safe during this quarantine, but I want to also help you make the most of that time, because I'm sure most of us are stuck at home. We don't have any work or anything like that. We don't have any other commitments, so we have a lot of spare time, not to be watching YouTube or Netflix or just moping around the house really bored. We have time to use effectively to hopefully start making a side passive income to just do something more effective than do nothing. So in this video, I want to help you do that by showing you how you can start your Amazon journey with as little as £15. Now, I don't think this has ever happened before, and this is no like just BS thing. I'm going to show you a secret top tip or anything that's saying £15 you're going to do this and do that. It's nothing like this. It's actually very, very serious, and it's never happened before. So if you're interested in that, stick around for this video, because I guarantee you a lot of you are going to want to do this because ultimately it's going to help you, and it's just an amazing offer. So let's get into it. Alright, so this morning when I woke up, I actually received an email from Helium 10 saying that they know people are struggling during this time. They know that people are kind of second guessing Amazon. Is it still a good opportunity? They see people struggling, people doing well, but to be honest, at any type of year, there's people doing well and people doing not. I'm going to make a whole video on how I've experienced like COVID-19 and how it's kind of affected my Amazon business. That's going to come in later videos, but that's kind of basically what they were saying. They said that they want to help people get started with Amazon. They don't want this to stop people pursuing that as an opportunity. So what they went ahead and did is they went and gave me a code for 80% off Helium 10. Now, if you want to see what that does, it takes most of their plans down significantly. So this platinum plan, which most people go through, and it's kind of the one I'd recommend. You don't really need these bigger plans, in my opinion. It goes from $97 a month down to around $20, which is around £15. So for £15, you're going to get everything that you're ever going to need really to start an Amazon FBA business. And I'm going to run through the tools you're going to get in a minute. But just know that this opportunity to get Helium 10 for £15 is just ridiculous. No one else is offering any close to that kind of value. And whether you use this discount code or not, I get messages and kind of bad comments about this in the Facebook group that I have all the time about when I say to people, I think you should get Helium 10 or I think Helium 10 would help you. People say, oh, you're just recommending that because you're good friends with them. You're just recommending them because you have a discount code. You're just doing it for this reason and that reason. But really that isn't the case. Whether you use this discount code or not, whether you go and use someone else's, no matter what you do, I still believe Helium 10 is the best tool. Even if I wasn't affiliated with them, I would still use Helium 10. They offer more tools than anyone else. I believe their tools are more accurate than anyone else. I believe their tools help you with every stage of the Amazon journey. I don't think any other tool offers that. No tool can take you from start to finish where you don't have to go and think, oh, I don't have a keyword research tool. I'm going to have to go to another company to get that, okay? Helium 10 offers every single tool you're ever going to need with your Amazon FBA journey for £15 at the minute. And that's just crazy value. So let me show you exactly what they offer for this £15, because I think it's just ridiculous. So first off, you're going to get their Freedom Ticket Amazon course. Now, this is basically a full Amazon course that Helium 10 run, which is obviously going to show you how to use every single one of the tools in the Helium 10 plan. Now, in my opinion, any full Amazon course is going to give you a hell of a lot of information, especially this one's going to help you use the Helium 10 tools. But this is more likely than not going to be an American-based course where they use American products, American just kind of ways of doing product research. That might not necessarily be the best way to do it in the UK. There's loads of differences in the UK. Even the way that your listing looks in the US is different than the UK. So it might not be the best for people starting in the UK this course, but nonetheless, it's still going to give you some valuable information. And if you don't know very much already, it's 100% going to teach you how to do product research, how to source, how to do all these things. It's going to help you. So for £15, I'd say that's probably already worth it. Not to mention, I'm not going to go into all of these tools in detail because I do that on my channel already. I'm just going to show you basically what they are and a brief description of what they do. So you're going to get the black box tool. It's going to help you actually find products. If you've ever used Auto Trader or eBay, it's going to help you put in a load of filters to find winning products on Amazon. You can then research some more, see if they're going to be good opportunities. So you're basically just product shopping, you're opportunity shopping with the black box. Then you have Trendsetter. Now, this is a tool that I use quite a lot actually, and it's going to allow you to get your competitors and see their ASINs, type it in, And it's going to show you what they've been doing over time, how their sales been going. So you can see any seasonality trends, you can see if it's on an upward trend, a downward trend. It's really going to help you kind of plan for the future and see, is this a good opportunity or am I looking at a peak? Is this a really good opportunity or am I just looking at an off season? So if I bought it in now, I'd be there for the spike when this product does really well. So a tool that you 100% need to be using. We then have Cerebro, which is going to help with your listing creation and things like that. And I actually have a video coming up showing you how you can use Cerebro for product research. So a very interesting video there. But what this basically allows you to do is a reverse ASIN search. Now, what this is you take a competitor's ASIN from Amazon, you run it in a reverse ASIN search, and it's going to show you every single keyword that they are ranking for. You can also apply some filters to that. So if I get an ASIN for one of my competitors and it shows they're ranking for, let's say, 500 keywords, I can say, well, that's not really going to be that helpful because a lot of those keywords are going to be very irrelevant to the product. They're not going to be that relevant. Even if you're ranking on page 336, it's still going to show that product ranking. So what you can do is say, show me the products that this listing is ranking for, that it's ranking on the first page for. So then you've got very, very relevant keywords that your competitors are ranking for. So you're almost stealing their data. What keywords are you doing well for? Great, I'll take those and I'll put them in my listing and I'll try and rank for those because I know that you're doing well for them. So a very valuable tool, and I'll link a video in the card above where I actually break down this tool in depth, exactly how to use it. Next up, Keyword Tracker. Again, a tool that I probably check probably once a week. I used to check out a lot more, especially when you're launching a product. This tool is just probably invaluable. It shows you where you're organically ranking for keywords. So during a launch, if you're bidding on loads of different keywords to try and rank your product, you obviously want to get to that first page. How do you know if your PPC is even being effective? Do you want to be the person who has to go onto every single one of your top 20 keywords? Okay, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Oh, okay, I'm on page 4. And do that every single day to see if it's actually having an effect? Or do you want to use the keyword tracker where you're going to put in as many keywords as you want and it's going to update your organic rank? I think it's like every hour. If you put it on a boosted mode, it's going to show you how your rank is changing every single hour. So that's probably going to help you a hell of a lot more than trying to do it organically. It's just going to take you a stupid amount more time to do it that way. And it's just almost the dumb way to do it, really. There's just no reason why you wouldn't want this tool. It's a real godsend when launching your products. So next up, we have the magnet tool. Now, similar to the Cerebro tool, this is going to help you find keywords, but instead of taking your competitors' keywords, it's going to help you just find keywords related to a product. So you can put in a product name such as phone charger, and it's going to show you every single keyword it believes are related to phone charger, again allowing you to filter this down to the top 50 so you can create amazing listings. And again, I'll link a card above and exactly how to use that tool in depth so you can become a master at the magnet tool. Now next up, Market Tracker. This is probably a tool I don't use that much, but it's still a tool that's there. You can track your market growth in comparison to your competitors. So if your sales are going up, you can see if their sales are going down, and you can track your market as a whole basically to see kind of how everyone's doing in your market, get your top 10 competitors and see, are their sales going up, are they going down? When you go up, do they go down? And you get a really good analysis of your entire market for your product. So it can be a good oversight to see how everyone's doing. Personally, I don't really use it, but maybe you'll find it useful. It's a tool that's there nonetheless. So next up, Scribbles. Again, I'll link a card above how to use Scribbles. This is basically a listing optimizer tool which allows you to create your listings very effectively and much faster than it would otherwise take just creating them on Amazon. Because what Amazon will do, which is quite annoying, is for their title, their bullet points, description, backing keywords, they'll say, okay, you're allowed 200 bytes for this title or 500 bytes for your bullet points. And once you go over 500 bytes, they'll say you're over 500 bytes, bring it down. But they don't say how far you are over. So you could remove an entire sentence and not know that you could have still had half those keywords in. It's just quite annoying trying to have to do that without it telling you how many words you have left. So you can really optimize the amount of space you are given. Likewise, just with keywords, you put 100 keywords into Scribbles. As you put them in your listing, it will cross them off. It will say, okay, you've put in the keyword yoga mat, you've used the phrase yoga mats for home, you've used the keyword just yoga, and it's going to cross these off as you put them in. So you can make sure you're not mentioning the keyword yoga mat 5 times and not gym mat hardly any times. So you can really balance out how many keywords are in your listing. And again, it's just going to help you create the most optimized listing possible to help you rank in as many places as possible. And speaking about ranking, we have the index checker tool. Now, this tool is going to show you what keywords you're ranking for. So if I have the keyword yoga gym mat for home use in my listing, and I don't actually know, am I ranking for this keyword? Am I indexing for it? I can check that with the index checker to see, am I actually ranking for this keyword? Is it actually having any effect? And if not, should I include it more in my listing? Is it a keyword I really want to target? Should I start running PPC for this keyword? Next up, Frankenstein. So this tool just basically allows you to manipulate data in a way that makes it easier to use. So you can sort keywords in terms of removing duplicates. You can set them all so they have like capital letters. You can just do all these type of things. It just allows you to, you can remove ASINs. It just helps you to kind of work with data. So if you've got loads and loads of keywords, it just helps you to manipulate those in a way that you can put them in your listing more easily. So that's what Frankenstein does. You probably only need it the 1 or 2 times when you're creating your listing, but nonetheless it still helps. You then have hijacker alerts and product monitoring, so it's just helpful to have run in the background. If someone hijacks your listing, you'll get a notification saying that they're there, and you can take appropriate action to get them off your listing. Inventory protector, if you've got coupons or vouchers running, it will stop people using a large number of those in one time to deplete your stock. Refund Genie, if you've had any breaks in warehouses, any returns, anything like that, it's going to sort that out and get you the reimbursement you're entitled to for that product. You don't have to worry about chasing Amazon for that. It will do it all automatically. And then we have the X-Ray Tool. Now, again, probably the most important tool in Helium 10. This is the tool that I use for all my product breakdowns that I use on the channel. It's the Chrome extension that allows you to analyze an entire product. Now, in the X-Ray Tool, you actually have a bunch of other tools such as like the review downloader, and a bunch of other ones in there. So you actually get probably another 5 or 6 tools in the X-Ray Tool. And then last up, you have Profits, which is basically something that plugs into your Amazon account. It takes into account returns, vouchers, PPC, storage fees, absolutely everything on a daily basis to determine exactly how much profit are you making every single day, because very many people actually underestimate this. They think they're doing really well, but when they don't actually take into account PPC and returns and storage fees, they could actually be losing money. The Profits tool makes sure that doesn't happen. So you're getting all of these tools, including obviously a free Facebook group. Normally this would be $97 a month. I think that might be like £85 a month, maybe less than that. I don't know what the exact conversion is, but right now you can get that for £15 a month. Now, obviously in your second month, that'll go up to the normal rate, I assume, but if you just want to get this tool for £15 and then cancel it after 1 month, then that's completely fine. Likewise, you can keep it on if you decide these tools are valuable enough and they do enough for you. Personally, I think you're going to need all of these tools anyway, so why not get them when it's £15? It's not going to be this cheap again, like ever, I would expect. I've never seen them do this before. So for all of this, for £15, I think it'd be ridiculous not to get it, okay? So the discount code is RGW80, as you can see here. If you do want to get Helium 10 and you don't want to just have it for 1 month and then go back up to the $97 a month, RGW10 is going to get you 10% off every single month. But like I said, whether you use these coupon codes or not, this is an extremely valuable tool and I think you should get it either way. So that's basically how you're going to start Amazon today for £15. You can start your Amazon journey, you can start doing product research. Even if you don't want to order stock and really get into it today, just doing product research, using all these tools, finding out how they work, and having a play of everything is going to give you a valuable insight, and you're never going to be able to test that and have a play of everything for as little money as it costs right now. So I can't recommend this enough. And for those of you who are stuck around to the end, if you are going to get this, if you use my code RJW80, I'm going to give you 7 days of support. So you can send me products, I will analyze them for you. It's basically 7 days of mentoring that you're going to get with this. So message me if you use the code and we'll start that 7-day mentoring as soon as possible. Only available to you guys who have stuck around to the end of this video, because you are the dedicated ones. You stick around to the end of the videos and I really, really appreciate that. If you are still here, if you basically appreciate that offer, no one else does that. No one else is going to do that. They wouldn't want to give away their time to help you that much. So if you're still here, I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, give the video a thumbs up, and just comment down below. I really, really appreciate it. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of the offer, of my free support, and just anything really, really helps. So with all that said, I'll see you in the next one.